Look, skilled migration is obviously critical to how we reimagine our recovery and to sustaining that recovery. With borders closed, we're seeing skill shortages emerge, and it's a message I'm hearing from members pretty consistently across a wide range of sectors.
So in this regard, I'm hearing it as well, and I'm hearing about, say, for example, people running restaurants who might have been paying chefs $80,000 or $90,000 to work in pubs, and now literally having to pay $130,000 to find that person or to hang on to the staff. That's one of the keys. And the truth is, while our international borders are closed, there's not going to be a significant stream of skilled or indeed unskilled labour coming to this country.
Yeah, look, I think, we've done research on both temporary and permanent migration, and both are really important contributors to our labour force. And so with borders, for all intents and purposes, closed, it's not surprising really that we're seeing these shortages emerge. I think I'm right in saying that the latest SEEK job vacancies data is showing more vacancies than they've seen for over 20 years. So I think the labour market's tightened far faster than people expected. And as I said earlier, it's a really consistent message we're hearing, and we really need to do something about it.
So that being the case, the Reserve Bank has said it's prepared to keep interest rates low for up to 3 years to make certain there's plenty of money, cheap money in our economy. The real thing that could derail that is inflation. If you start to get an outbreak of wages inflation as a result of a lack of labour in our economy, that could genuinely have a detrimental impact on the outcome for interest rates and therefore on economic growth.
Yeah, look, Ross, I think it's an important question to be thinking about. But the point I'd make there is that, even though we're at 5.5% unemployment, the Reserve Bank has signalled that they think that it can go much lower than that. And they're looking for something like a 4%, with a 4 in front of it. And we still have relatively high levels of underutilisation. I think the issue is making sure that we don't get pockets of inflation and wage inflation that break out because we've got really specific areas of skill shortages. And I think that is a real issue. But I think I would be focusing on that too, as much about what it means for our ability to sustain economic growth. And for the investment aspirations of business, because of course businesses that want to invest need to get the skills to do that. So, we've been talking a lot about many businesses that have invested in new digital technologies. That's how they got through COVID, of course. There are tremendous opportunities to grow those investments now and to make even more potential, if you like, or create more potential from it. But they do need the skills, data, digital, and as you said earlier, more, much broader skills in demand as well.
But given the fact that Australia's population growth rate right now is the lowest it's been since World War I, wouldn't this all go away if international borders opened? Because Australia will be seen to be an attractive country as we haven't had much coronavirus, and as a result there'll be a significant stream of skilled labour coming to this country.
I think that's the potential, but I think realistically, Ross, even when we start to open the borders, in terms of maintaining community confidence and our ability to maintain those fantastic health outcomes, it is going to be a transition. That's why I think it's really important that the government is now starting to talk about it and to be clear about what their intentions are, both in terms of skilled migrants but also international students. So I don't think we can go from zero to completely open. I think what we need to be seeing is some really clear messaging about how that's going to happen. And then I think what we also need to see is some changes in how we're managing the migration program so that when we get skilled migrants coming in, we've got a really high degree of confidence that we're matching the right skills to the job needs in this country. And it's something that we've touched on in our most recent research report.
But to help alleviate the skills shortage and the potential of wages inflation in some areas, is now the time for the government to say, for example, look at vaccine passports to allow those people who have been properly vaccinated into the country sooner to help alleviate some of the problems we have?
Absolutely. I think the government does need to be looking at every available option, if you like, where they can start opening the borders, bringing in skilled migrants, bringing in international students, and doing so in a way that retains the community confidence. We've done a fantastic job in managing COVID so far, but quite frankly, other countries are doing a better job of managing the vaccine program. And one of the things that skilled migrants and students are going to be looking for is clarity and certainty around being able to get into and out of Australia.
Melinda, many thanks for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.